Yamarishe na kwaba eba vibe Africa kasi so somewhere nzaka ena yesi nkunya yede bedanga ke 44 ene adofo inana ama asantoa ene midi ensam imu enchimu ini yesensam na se na yede amamwa yebo yede ewemu ewa eya Ashaiman ne mahebijeni erema Ashaiman eni nyenye abono eni din ye na aka no ntwimpo eni obi na no ede akasa ni na yo Australia yamumfo bi ekunu no ewa Ashaiman eni mpotabo no obani jim se Ashaiman ha kura kitadimbo ne dada na wasan ekunu bi ede no aka wo na ene wode adisode akọ ede ama eye asrafo se omo modern se omo ebe retreat nya omo ye ewa Ashaiman no mo chinkofo bo no mo chinkofo etwa wo chimpre no ni ade no sra omo ema bia enko eda eyidi enko na ehunse yeti ema.
Minority country. He reported of his ill health to his commandery as some 72 residents of Ashaiman in the Greater Accra region have been arrested by the military for questioning. It is unclear which barracks the residents have been sent to, but the member of Parliament for the Ashaiman constituency, Ernest Nordby, says the action of the military is disturbing and an abuse of power.
This morning, I had a series of calls from my constituents concerning the invasion of military guys in my community. Frankly speaking, I live in the same community. That's official town of the Ashaiman constituency. And then when the soldiers came, I was briefed. I was called by the resident. And as soon as I got that call, I had to engage the police commander to know the veracity, to know exactly what was going on. Fortunately for me, he told me he was aware that these people may be coming, and it appears it was just like orchestrated something. Whether it was a call from above, because you cannot understand how military guys who come into your constituency with armored cars, with buses, and a helicopter hovering around the whole community, putting fear and panic into the people. Residents who are going out about their daily activities were not able to go out. As soon as they see you outside, they have to cane you, they have to lash you, you have to roll on the ground. So a lot of torture, molesting in the community, and the residents are complaining about that. And so it's just unfortunate that this incident happened. Two wrongs never make a right. I always say that, because if the military is saying that one of their own was killed, and therefore they have to invade and they have to molest the innocent civilians, it is just unlawful. You cannot take the law into your hand. Let the police do their work. Let the police investigate and arrest the perpetrator of the heinous crime, and then we take it out from there. I will condemn whatever happened on Saturday, the killing of the soldier on no uncertainty. I will condemn it any day, any time. And I don't think anybody who will be arrested, be it my brother or any other person, I will defend that person on any day. But that does not mean that innocent people should also be molested. I'm calling on the speaker to at least constitute a parliamentary probe into this matter, because it is one too many. It is not peculiar to Ashaiman. Anywhere, any of this country that you hear that a military man is being touched, you see the military moving to that community to torment innocent people, to molest them, and that is we put an end to these issues.
Now, President of the Institute of Security, Disaster and Emergency Studies, Dr. Ishmael Norman, says he empathizes with the soldiers as they have lost one of their own. Although he admits that they have overreacted, he said their presence in the community will send a strong message to the culprits.
Human life is very precious. No one can actually quantify the life of a person. But I think what the criminal elements in the country need to understand is that not every robbery has to end up in killing somebody. The army is, the esprit de corps is very strong among soldiers. I was once a soldier, and if I were in their position, I probably would have done the same thing. Because for a soldier, when you attack one, you attack all. So I think the only group that I will blame for this saga are the young men that decided to attack the soldier, to rob him and to kill him. You didn't have to go that far, so the reaction is a bit over the top, but we can understand the emotions involved, especially if you put yourself in the shoes of a soldier. Defending this country, has done no wrong, and if you want to take his property by force, you don't have to take his life also by force. No, I don't support them, but I can understand the emotions, I can sympathize, I can empathize. You just know the consequences when they make such a move. The esprit de corps is so compelling. Right. If you have never been a soldier, you will never understand it. Okay. And it is so compelling that when you attack one soldier, you must as well attack all of them at once. Right. So I understand the emotions behind it. It is not proper, but you know what? Sometimes if we just let these young men, many of them are very, very lazy. All they want is to get money, to chop and forget about everybody else. I think that society has to retaliate. I think society has to let them understand that if you take a life, your life will be taken. Beating them it cannot be quantified compared to the loss of life, even though what they have done is not good.
Away from that, the Minister of Health, Ashaiman, is expected to answer questions on shortage of vaccines in the country before the Health Committee of Parliament. A member of the committee, Dr. Sebastian Sandari, says government must prioritize the health of the citizenry.
So I think we'll be asking the relevant questions that all Ghanaians are asking. What really has caused this generalized shortage of vaccines for children in the country? Because to us, it's more like a national disaster, because our children of this country cannot be denied the right to have access to vaccines that will prevent them from getting infections and probably dying. Yes, they are crucial because we know our children are vulnerable and can get so many infections that will lead to diseases. So these vaccines that are part of the country's immunization program are to prevent children from getting these diseases. So we call them vaccine preventable disease. Those days they used to be called the 6 childhood killer diseases. They have been expanded to more than 6. And the reason is to prevent these children from getting infected from these